What's up, y'all? Welcome to One Shot Project. Today we're going to talk about the hollow position and why that's so important for all of the gymnastics movements that we do, from a ring row to a handstand walk to a muscle up. So I'm going to have Andy start in what would be one of our most basic positions for our hollow. This is for someone who has no gymnastics background. Maybe they haven't been in a gym in a really long time, or they haven't been in a gym ever. So Miss Andy is going to lay back all the way for me so that her heels and her shoulders are on the ground. From there, Miss Andy is going to pop herself up and onto her elbows. She's going to do this by doing a little mini sit-up. So she's not putting all of the pressure on her elbows. She's actually thinking about pulling her rib cage down, a little mini crunch. From there, she's going to bring her feet together and she's going to pull her knees into her chest. Now, she's got her ab muscles fully contracted. She's thinking, can I squeeze my belly button harder into my spine? If that feels good, then the next progression is that Andy's gonna straighten her legs out, keeping her heels together, her toes pointed, squeezing her quads. This is creating a longer lever and making her midsection, her transverse and her rectus abdominis work even harder. Thank you, Andy. Go ahead and relax. After our athletes can successfully hold that position with a little bit of help stabilizing and creating a little bit of pressure down through their elbows so that they can maintain that rib cage down mini crunch position, then we can start to take our elbows out of the equation so that we create a little bit more of a dynamic movement. We don't get to stabilize through the elbows. So from here, Miss Andy's going to raise her chest and her knees. She's going to pull those knees in. She's now sitting closer to her tailbone. She's having to create some form of stability simply by balancing on her tailbone. If that position looks good and it feels good, she's going to keep her chest up nice and high. She's going to straighten her legs out. She's going to try and keep her heels up off the ground. Quads are squeezed. Again, that rib cage is pulled down. Thank you, Miss Andy. Go ahead and relax. You guys, having that chest up higher is going to make a shorter lever, and it's going to make it a little bit easier for your athletes. If your athletes are really good and they can maintain that position, then and only then are we going to let them go into that really long, beautiful hollow position that if you were to ever go to a gymnastics gym, an actual gym that focuses solely on gymnastics for men or women, you'll see that all of their gymnasts can hold this beautiful hollow position. And that transfers to all of their long movements that we love seeing when they compete. So Miss Andy's final position here is going to be with her low back pressed hard into the ground. Her shoulder blades are well off the ground, but if I try to slip my hand under here, I can't get my hand underneath her low back. Her quads are squeezed, her toes are pointed, her arms are up nice and wide while that mini crunch is maintained. If I were to punch her in the stomach, it wouldn't hurt at all because she's got everything contracted through her midsection. You guys, this movement, thank you, Miss Andy, go ahead and relax. This movement is the base and the key to everything that we do in gymnastics. So this is something that our athletes can practice at home, before or after class, and it's not going to affect their everyday training. This movement is something that we need to coach, even though it seems so basic and so easy. It's without creating that beautiful base for all of our gymnastics, it's not going to transfer to our pull-ups, our muscle-ups, or our handstand walks. And those are the fun things that all of our members really want to do.